deadly weekend in Chicago. 40 shot, 7 fatally, and weekend shootings across the city, police say. Okay, this is from the Sun Times Media Wire. 40 people was shot. It doesn't make any sense. You can't even go outside to play without getting shot in Chicago. And this is, this was reported Monday early in the morning.
Cheryl, this was supposed to be an exciting start of the new school year for both of these students. In fact, one of them already had his backpack prepared to begin his high school career starting tomorrow. Instead, that won't happen after one was shot in the park, the other shot right down the street from his home.
I should have just kept him in the house. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jesus.
It's an agonizing reality for Athena Harshaw. Every single time she leaves her home, she'll have to see the very spot.
And then when I seen his shoes, I said, that's my nephew.
Where her 14-year-old nephew, Rajan, a top student who loved to play basketball, was found by a neighbor beside her home, shot and killed.
Taught him a lot of things, but I just couldn't teach him how to survive a gunshot or survive these streets. Like, we're not even street people. Like, what?
Police were then called to the home on South Krieger and 87th Place Saturday night, where investigators say the shooter got away.
Look at my handsome nephew.
Ray John's family tells me he was about to start his freshman year tomorrow at Hyde Park High School.
Like, this is crazy. He was 14. His book bag was packed for school. He was so excited to go to Hyde Park.
Hours before that shooting, police say 2 other teenagers were shot at this North Austin park. 17-year-old Ashantice Wilburn was killed.
When I look back over her life, she was just starting her life.
And in that brief life, Ashantice volunteered with her grandmother in an anti-violence program at Greater St. John Bible Church and was supposed to begin her senior year at Schurz High School tomorrow.
So we were planning, all kinds of activities. Then she had a birthday coming up, October 31st. We had made plans to go to Miami.
Plans for both teens' futures now left shattered as their families call for change through their heartache and tears.
So now his family, his 83-year-old grandma, like, please stop, please just stop it, please, God.
So heartbreaking. Now we know that grief counselors will be made available at the victim's schools starting tomorrow for anyone who might need it.
This is so heartbreaking. What do you do in that situation? It seems like they were a well-to-do family, but they're just in the wrong neighborhood. You can't even raise your kids because of the violent nature of some people. It doesn't even make sense. But it's saying another person was shot. 24-year-old was stopped at the light at about 3:30 in the morning on a New Orleans block when the SUV pulled up next to him and they began shooting. He suffered multiple gunshot wounds through his body and was taken to Northwest Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. No arrests, just like those other young people that were shot. They said both of their shooters got away. Would they ever solve that crime? Probably not. I want to go back to what Larry Elder was talking about on the Breakfast Club, and they tried to discount or discredit his statistics. And it's like, it's not his statistics, it's just a fact that you are more likely, if your ages, and if you're a Black man, the ages between 13 and 33, you 13 more times likely to get shot or killed as a Black man than your white counterpart. No hope for Black men. And that, I think that's why we still got to, take it serious, bringing back the family nucleus, making sure that we're not having or contributing to these illegitimate kids out here, making more illegitimate, the cycle keep on continue. It's a continuation of a cycle, a bad cycle that we're facing. And that's ruining the Black community. It's ruining us. And then if you try to look for what the mayor is saying, he's not saying nothing, or the police chief. What are we saying about how are we going to keep people safe? How are we going to really deter this violence that's going on in these major cities, besides saying, hey, don't demonize these kids? And I bet you if they ever do catch up with these people, they're probably minors. Alan Churchill said, stop electing Democrats. Alan, I don't know how. Some people are sheepish. Stop electing Democrats. Yeah. I've been trying to say that for the longest, but when you say that to, stern Democrats, they look at you like you got horns coming out your forehead. Like, really? Don't vote Democrat? So it all depends on who are you talking to. Some people are more willing to listen to your talking points than other people. They just don't want to hear nothing you have to say, because they for some reason, Republicans, and if I'm saying from a Black viewpoint, Republicans are supposed to be racist. That's the narrative. It doesn't matter what they agree on or what they believe in or what helps the Black community. They're racist, so we can't vote for them. Okay, so there you have it, Alan. I mean, it all depends on who your party is, who are your audience is, who are you talking to? Because most, like I said, Black folks, they look at you like you got a third eye. Anyway,